Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Now it's Mbappe. David Villa is onto this. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Cafu. So, what can they make of this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Now he's off and running. Now it's Drogba. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Carlos, not the most accurate pass. And the shot's on here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Can he get it through? Saliba. Costa Curta. Chiellini. David Villa. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run. And he's forced to go back. Xavi Alonso. No. Costa Curta. Costa Curta going forward. Eze. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. And it's Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, the defence proved infallible then. But that was shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
30 minutes gone. Now it's Raul. They've got a corner here. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Header comes in! And one more try! And he's there to get it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Raul. David Villa. And here's Xabi Alonso. Good take, and is he in? It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good alertness. Rodri. Now it's Villa. Now it's Mbappe. Ah, that's a fine interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well timed, excellent interception. He's done very well to take that back. Zanetti providing an outlet on that flank. Khan claims it, safe hands. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. That gets us going once more.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Darren Fletcher engages and forces him off the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been cut short. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. And Batistuta! It's hit the uprights.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Villa. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. Rodri. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Drogba. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Fletcher. Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Xabi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's through here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goes for a shot! He's had it nicked away. And here's Eze. And the shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well read, nice interception. Rodri. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. And it's Rodri. Eze. Driving forward. Rodri. He's in a great position here. That's been cut out, well played.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Darren Fletcher. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. And he is dashing away. And this is Batistuta. Rodri.
Liverpool have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Drogba going after that. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Xavi Alonso. No way through there. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Rodri. Raul. Now it's Villa. Eze. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Drogba. Rodri wins the duel this time. No, that's been intercepted. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Eze picks it up out wide. Roberto Carlos did well to stay calm there. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking for options for movement. And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. There is the live figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Oh, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his... Just the keeper in his chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Serginho. Maradona. For Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer. Mbappe is onto this. Gibbs White. And it's Serginho. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Neymar. That's a little off target. Rodri. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos. Paris Saint-Germain already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Pedro Neto. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Villa. This looks promising.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And claimed it back swiftly. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Maradona thinks about the shot. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedro Neto. Neymar. Pedro Neto. And it's Ed Nielsen.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, look at the space here. He's on it. Can he get away? David Villa! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. David Villa. Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Maradona really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Getting up there! They want to be quick to recover this. Neymar, nicely weighted ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Well taken goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Rodri. Now it's Villa. Neymar. It's Neymar! Gibbs-White. And here's the chance to counter. He can run onto that. Neymar! Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Neymar. Costa Curta. And Maradona. And no, he's seen through all of that. And this is Neymar. Pedro Neto. Brilliantly cut out. Neymar. Now it's Villa. Oh, well measured. Now there's a fine ball. He had a chance! And that's a tiny finish. Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too.
And that is indeed the final act.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Paris Saint-Germain largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Gets us going once more. Alexander-Arnold. Gibbs-White. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Gibbs-White. Strokes it back. Where it came from. It's Neymar! Oh, no question, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Manchester United are down to 10 men. Chiellini. Rodri. Chiellini. And it's Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Rodri. Xavi Alonso. Spread out to the left.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Costa Curta.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Hernandez. Gibbs-White. Almost an hour gone. For Pedro Neto. Alexander-Arnold. Edmilson. Nicely aimed pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Neatly clipped into space. Hernandez. Gibbs-White. Looking to play him in. Great chance! Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Maradona.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. No, that was never going to make it. Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely intercepted. Gibbs-White. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great defending, strong and determined. Edmilson. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And yes, it's him again. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Rodri. That's destined for the flank. Now Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gibbs-White, looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Pedro Neto! Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Gibbs-White. Stood up well to him there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shot at goal! It's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Neymar! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 22.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zielinski. Xavi Alonso played out towards the right wing. And he's there to get it away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hazard in acres of space out wide. Xavi Alonso, well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Xavi Alonso. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of it? He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he decides to cross it.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In towards the back stick. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Neymar has found the net here, of course. Rodri. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Great ball if he can get there. Al-Kubasi clears without hesitation. Zielinski. Barcelona could counter here. That pass has been well intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Villa. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Great vision. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Yamal. And this is Drogba. Oh, he's been... Chance! Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And here's Hazard. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Drogba receives it in a good position here. Yamal.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Played with finesse. Chance! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Costa Curta. Xavi Alonso. Here's Rodri. And it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Now it's Drogba. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Xavi Alonso. Maradona. And he's picked out the run. Oh, shoot! Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid to tell
Paris
you that
Saint-Germain
we're expecting
leading
traffic
by
to be
one
heavy
at
after
the break.
final whistle today.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That has been slung wide. He's in plenty of space here. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! And that's a tidy finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's good play. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival.
Was 72,306.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No luck with that dink over the top. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Neymar. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Caicedo. Now it's Hazard. And it's Zielinski. Roberto Carlos. Driven in. Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Roberto Carlos. Rodri. He's a sharp little ball here. Zielinski. Header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Maradona, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. Oh, no joy this time. Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Zielinski. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 22, Neymar. Number 18, Maradona. Number
He looked
20,
rushed, he should have waited for some
David
movement.
Villa. Number 3, Chiellini. Number 5,
Barcelona
Lars
have their
Beckenbauer.
second corner now.
Coming on the field, number 42, Musiala.
Bellingham gets it
Number
away.
8, Bellingham. Number 10,
That's an
Vinicius
excellent interception.
Junior. Number 2,
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to
Number
maintain
15,
the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Bellingham. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Rodri. Now it's Vinicius Junior! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cleared away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Now it's Mbappe. McAllister, very much into the last knockings. And that
There will be
pass
3 minutes
just didn't
added
quite
time.
work. Rodri. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Mbappe! And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! And that has been knocked clear. Ødegaard. Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller
Just
coaster
a quick
that.
reminder today. Please
Vinicius So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Arsenal against Paris Saint-Germain.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter, being the kind...
And Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Mateus plays it short. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Oh, that's delightful. He's shifting through the gears here. Driving through the middle. No foul, says the referee. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good ball. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So the most significant moment of the game. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Schneider. And it's Batistuta. And this is Hazard. Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance! And no mistake. Batistuta, he's just misjudged that one.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Maradona. David Villa, and he was quick to react. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard ventures forward. Chiellini makes the interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That has been slung wide. Batistuta.
Oh, really well played.
Neymar. Oh, well played. Neymar. And it's Xavi Alonso. Maradona. And he cuts out the supply. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Schneider, looking for a runner. Neymar. Ball is over the line. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri. Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hazard. Mateus. Hazard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Xavi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. And that's another good win of the ball. He's looking wide. Mateus. No, it's come to nothing. Rodri. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Now that looks a decent ball. Saliba calmly anticipates. Mateus.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Batistuta. Mateus. That's the keeper's ball. Maradona.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! That's another chance! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mateus.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rodri. That has not gone well. Neymar. Rodri. Some resolute defending there. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Villa. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mateus. And it's Hazard. And here's Batistuta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Hazard. Xavi Alonso. Paris Saint-Germain still this single goal behind. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Perfectly measured that. Rodri.
The attendance for this match.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Now that's well seen too. Schneider. Pass is just off target. Neymar. It's Xavi Alonso. Mateus with the slide tackle there. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. And it's Maradona. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Batistuta, well read, and the danger is averted. Xavi Alonso, back towards the middle. Here's Maradona. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Distributed tidily. Albert Ferrer. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Hazard. Maradona. Hazard. Mateus. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Mateus. Oh no, what has happened here?
Substitutions taking place.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Neymar. Oh, good spread. Not where it came from.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Mateus, it's a promising position. Batistuta, nice interception, well timed. Paris Saint-Germain now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rodri. It's Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Bellingham. Marquinhos can get it clear.
Paris Saint-Germain seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from Camavinga? In he goes again.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Villa. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Xavi Alonso. And it's been played through. It's Fuller! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. Camavinga! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Gerrard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's the shot! And a neat finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. Forlan clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Mbappe, he's on it, can he get away? Plays the return pass. Christensen cuts out the pass. That's been cut out, well played. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Neymar pinches it off him. Great vision. He's gone for goal! Against the crossbar. Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Costa Curta. Serginho. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Mbappe, great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Marcó en el minuto 31 el dorsal 20.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
David Villa receives it in a good position here. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. David Villa, and he's heaved it away. Tries to pass it through. Well, played right into his path. And it's fallen!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That's an excellent interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Foden! But he's left disappointed. And it's Drogba. Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Christensen is the guilty party there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Beckenbauer. Chiellini. Xavi Alonso. Oh no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chiellini. Mbappe. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Threads one in. Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a...
And we've reached half-time. Paris Saint-Germain are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So once again, we're underway. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Chalobah. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Forlan. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. And this is Drogba. And there's green grass ahead of him. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Villa. Just eases him off the ball. And he's being shifted off it. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. Drogba. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Forlan. Roberto Carlos. Here's Rodri. Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And the comeback is complete. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another? Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product.
And the shots! Rodri. Chiellini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Maradona. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodri. Xavi Alonso. Can he finish? And that's in. It's level again. What a match we have.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 20.
Quite a game this, all square again.
El dorsal 5.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rashford is onto this.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal 24. El dorsal 87.
João Neves tries a shot! Fantastic from João Neves! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his... Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible!
Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's Rashford! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona is having a shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
João Neves. Musiala. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to... Big chance! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable.
Shapes the shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba kept his eye on it. That could spell trouble. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. 5 minutes to add. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, that's well spotted. Saliba gets across to intercept that. João Neves. And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Mbappe walking off with the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd. A crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the New Balance Arena. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through.
Kachu! Oh, crossbar! Rodri getting this one clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Villa. David Villa. Great vision. Kukçu. To Marquinhos. Ronaldinho. And he's worked it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot! Surely! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Villa, spread to the right. Maradona is having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Alonso! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, some astute defending there. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Shevchenko.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rodri. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho powering forward here. Ah, lovely feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has found the way through. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's taking no chances there. Xavi Alonso. Maradona. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rodri with the slide tackle there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. From Khan. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. A little off target. Xavi Alonso. Maradona. Neymar. That's going to go a long way. Xhaka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Shevchenko. And he plays one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Duke gets flagged offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. That has been slung wide. Ambitious ball here. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. And here's Mbappe. Neymar, and he's certainly onside here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar's cross. Juve. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few... And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Kimmich. Guardiola. And it's Van Dijk. Howson. Intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Shevchenko gets a foot in here. Tries to pass it through. And this is Shevchenko. He's had it nicked away. Xhaka makes a dash. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Khan herring after the ball here. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Granit Xhaka. Xhaka. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Shevchenko. And it's Maradona. Now it's Villa. And shoots! Kukçu. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. That ball looks a good one. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! And he hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's Ronaldinho. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 3.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo per
Ronaldinho, Mbappe, he's picked his way through. Plenty to aim at here. Costa Curta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 20.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And here's Raul, in with the challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Some excellent tackling here. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kimmich goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Howson cuts it out. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rodri. Kukçu. Olise is onto this. It's Raul!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Manchester United have their third corner. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Olise. Oh, nice touch. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Xavi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Just eases him off the ball. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's Olise! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Nicely shaped ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham, he's in a great position here. Chance! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Olise. Tries one from range. A real chance and a real let-off. Roberto Carlos, and it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That is a crunching tackle. There will be 4 extra minutes. Mbappe. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after...
Just the keep! Fallen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Khan attempts a clearance. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Gerrard. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Maradona. Neymar. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Can he finish? Nakata. Alaba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Costa Curta. And it's Neymar. Salah. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts.
There they go, hunting again.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alaba makes the interception. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And the shot's on here. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the shot!
Paris Saint-Germain couldn't.
Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
Nakata. Now it's Forlan. Knocks it into space. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He won't be happy with that one. Strokes it back. No, again there's no way through. Neymar. That is good strength. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Now it's Forlan. Oh, well measured.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And it's Neymar. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Conte. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's got away. It's Salah! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Costa Curta. Maradona.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chiellini kept his eye on it. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Paris Saint-Germain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, good ball! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Substituição para o Benfica.
Mohamed Salah is behind this one.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Número 20.
And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Hefty, terrific effort! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is expertly dealt with. Conte! Superb from Conte! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Benfica restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Nakata. And here's Batistuta. Benfica have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Mohamed Salah. Nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Driving forward. Spread out to the left.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nakata running with the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodri. Maradona. Now it's Rodri. Foot in. It's run loose here. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Neymar! No, just not quite.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Gerard. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 16. Número 22. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that has not gone well. Oh, super ball! And it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham. Now it's Maradona. In with the challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Kochu. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Batistuta! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 13. abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 9. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages? Kupchu. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
5 minutes to add. Now it's Mbappe.
Kupchu.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe is onto this. Xabi Alonso. Vinicius Junior! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar. And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain pleasingly clever on the ball.